Welcome back, YouTube, to another video. Today, I just want to tell y'all to stop with the bullshit. Keep it a bean. Stop consuming. Stop seeking other people's advice. Listen to what's going on inside, up here, and focus. That's all you gotta do. Add some context. The algorithm is just fooling y'all. The movements is fooling us. There's a lot of hypocrisy out here, double standards. I know we see it. It doesn't make any sense. And the more you track it, the more you try to follow it, try to do the right thing, the more confused you become, the more ostracized you become by those very same people you were trying to do right by. So, I mean, I like to say us, not you, because I'm in a similar boat. So it's just like, I watch the same videos. I'm not the only one viewing this stuff. 84,000, 130,000 views. There's a market for it. Well, why is that? And I think it's just the most telling that people don't know what their purpose is first, because if you're in your purpose and you're focused on your purpose, what advice do you need on women, on how to make money? You know what I'm saying? Like, what advice do you need on that if you're moving in your purpose? Like, you're not even focused on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's why I feel like it boils down to focus on you, on me, you know? Focus, like really focus, like really, I always say, I say two things. I say, a day is like a movement. Each segment, emotion, something like that. I try to like connect it to yoga. Like with yoga, the whole thing is just a flow. It's a movement, or it's multiple movements. It's a flow. So I feel like that's the day. Like the day is a flow. Each segment of the day is a movement that leads into the next segment. And a good day starts with a good night. So how are you going to wake up on time if you were up late last night? How are you going to go to bed on time if it's 10 o'clock and you're making dinner? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not focused on the details, 5, 10, 15, 20 years are going to go by, and now you're trying to figure out, oh, I need some structure in my life. Oh, I can't go out and just drink and, like, this internet stuff is like really fake. Like, it's really fake, and you got a lot of people who are new to life who are just trying to make it just like everyone else or whatever. So these influencers no less than you. These influencers have, a lot of them have less life experience than you. But you were over there because you're in a slump. You're trying to get out of that slump, taking it, where'd I go wrong? It's okay. Like, sometimes we get into a slump. Sometimes, like, we was at the top of our game and we realized that's actually not where we wanted to be. We want to actually take a different direction. because you figured that was better for you, and maybe you're having some trouble transitioning into that. So people will tell you this, but we go to the internet for the dopamine. It's another addiction. So you really need to treat this internet stuff like it's an addiction. And so if you want to be addiction free, hop off. Go outside. I'm telling you, the world is an abundant place. Everything you could possibly imagine is right here. You just need to go out and, I'm not going to tell you that anything just will fall into your lap, but it is here. So, are you going to let anything stop you from your desire, from what you feel like you should be doing in life, the way you should be moving? We all grew up with those superhero movies. They did popular for a reason. Like, a lot of people resonate with that. But no one goes through the training. You know what I'm saying? So go through that training. Put in that work every day. And focus on it. Focus on what you want to do, no matter what it is. If you want to get your pilot's license, fly planes. If you want to draw manga, or some anime. If you want to play tennis for a living. If you want to, make hoagies at Subway, or even open your own restaurant or something. Or even if you wanted to just, have intercourse, right? Focus on it. Focus on how you're going to make all this happen. And that is way more important, even if it is having professional intercourse with the opposite sex. Even if it is something like that, those people aren't necessarily sacrificing the bag for immediate pleasure. You know what I'm saying? They are still having a job to do, focused on, cameraman, equipment, studio time. They're not just running through their DMs oh, who can I catch today? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of us are on that instant gratification vibe, what can I catch today? And it's put in work today because you have the opportunity, I guess. That part, because you have the opportunity, because you're alive, because what else is there, basically. That's for me, because what else is there? Put in that work today, because what else is there for tomorrow? When you start training, you wake up the next day feeling oh, my body is a little bit more in tune. I'm not slouching as much. I feel strong. I feel straight. So that's delayed gratification. And yeah, man, that's a huge thing. This internet is fake. It's an addiction. It's got people's brains all flippy floppy. And I'm gonna just reiterate this. It's fake. It doesn't make sense. It's all opposite towns. You got body positivity with the BBLs matched together. I don't mean to single that out. I just didn't write any of this down, but it's all fake. What the guys are saying in the manosphere, what the women are saying, and the feminist sphere, it's all yes. It's not based in reality. I don't know where these people live. um, Focus on you, your world, and just go outside. Like you'll realize, like people aren't just out here being mean. Most people are actually like fairly kind. Like if you don't even have to get to know them. Just focus on you, basically. Focus on you for a couple months. Do what you gotta do to get where you need to be at, to where you're happy, to where you're not fucking going on YouTube, even caring about this shit. Now I'm like disgusted by this. I'm like, why? This is, I guess, my thing too. Like, why do we just hop on here and just start talking shit about the opposite sex? Like, I just don't get it. And it's just like, I'm over it at this point. Like, I was like, oh man, it's really like this, man. Like, it's really like this. Like, it's crazy out here. But who does that help, basically? Who does that serve? And is it more efficient to just live your own life and create your own perspectives through experience? Like instead of going on the internet and seeing how like girls dress versus what they actually expect from you and all these different things, and you're, oh my god, it doesn't make sense, how can you do this and want this and they don't match, and where do I fit in this? Why don't you just go outside and talk to the people you're attracted to? And that's like a crazy concept for a lot of y'all. Just like, I'm not saying it's easy, but actually it is. Actually, it is. The only thing you gotta do is step up. It's not like you gotta create someone who's attractive. That you're attracted to the person. When you feel that, step up. Put yourself out there. Fail. Get rejected. And succeed too. But sitting in the same spot, a lot of people aren't elevating. A lot of people are sitting in the same spot. I don't think anyone truly really knows their purpose. You could be amazing in this one avenue and just a complete champion in that avenue. And then just randomly, just because of the kind of person you are, like this whole other avenue just takes you. And that's happened with a few people, so I don't really think anyone can truly know their purpose. They can set out to do something, which I think we all should do. I think I should sub that for purpose, but you should definitely set out to do something, and your purpose will be made clear. I don't think your purpose will ever, I think your purpose really, you reflect on it. Like, what was my purpose? What did I actually do? But if you like have something you want to do, now is the only time. Tomorrow, an hour from now, doesn't even exist. The only thing is our current experience, what we perceive as current. Live life, elevate, and don't let people live it for you. Don't let people just continue to tell you what's right, how to be in a relationship, what your girl should look like, what your girl should act like, what y'all's relationship should be like. Don't let other people define that for you. You can compare the statistics and see like what you want to take, like what's working for y'all. I'm saying a lot of folks are unhappy, 50% in marriages and in divorce, so it's like, who are these guys anyway? And on the flip side, like, a lot of these new folks is unhappy too. A lot of these new folks don't have the life experience to realize what's not working or not. Right. Excuse me. So it's like a lot of people be benefiting off of the strength of their appearance or just the times. But those people aren't necessarily in a position to tell people who are average or who aren't experiencing this lifestyle just off the strength of their own birth how relationships should be, how they should be living their lives. So, get off the internet. This is another video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys later.